Should I be smiling?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to YPA Live, otherwise known as YPA to most people. For some reason, I have no idea why. YPA! I don't know. I'm running with it though. It sounds funny.
It kind of reminds me of those like fancy beers.
Yeah.
You know?
like a Y. I get it.
Is it IPA or
that's
something
IPA?
Like that?
Yeah.
So it's Indian, like you're a fancy beer.
Indian Pale Ale, I believe that stands for. And my wife's Indian, so we're close enough. All right.
There you go.
Very good. We are talking today with the one and only We Wants the Redhead. I made that. I actually gave that to her a long time. Kelly from the Mickey Bunch. I'm so glad to actually have you here, and we're not like working together. We're working with each other today, and we're going to talk all about you. I told you. Look, I shook a little bit. I was so on that. This show is all about you, Kelly. This is why I do.
I'm blushing.
Yes, it's about time. It's about time because you help so many other creators, just like myself. You help so many other creators do what they do, especially on the live streams and everything else like that. Especially me. You've helped me many, many times. Even though you don't like to say you do, and you like to always give me the credit to helping you, but actually, and behind the scenes, folks, it's this woman right here. It's this woman right here.
I just love you.
She helps me so much as far as promotion and as far as other stuff like that, and just you also help me emotionally when I'm feeling down because, like we were saying backstage, we're both cancers, and cancers got to stick together.
We got all the feels.
We got all the feels. So it's it's great. I love having you with me, and I was like, you know what? I need to have her on YPA so we could we could talk about you. We could find out exactly what else you do besides YouTube. We could find out what's more to the redhead that everyone knows and loves.
Oh, I'm still blushing. I just love you.
You're turning redder, actually, than you actually are. It's incredible. I want to say what's up to Gonzo, who's in the room. Seth, Raina, Candy Mom. Of course, Candy Mom is here. We just had her earlier this morning. She's our moderator of all moderators. She always helps us out, and I'm glad you're here and being able to help me out. Life with Roxana is here. Awesome. Timothy Rainwaters. You have a special thing to tell Timothy, no?
Timothy, I have something I'm sending to Courtney. It's literally in my box to go to the post office. So she's going to be getting a surprise here pretty soon.
Awesome.
So thank you. Yes.
We also have the robe in the house, of course. Ooh. He would not miss this to save his life. He can't wait to meet you in person, by the way, if he hasn't already. I don't think he has yet, has he?
The feeling's mutual.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun when we get these two together. Yes, and so I'm glad to have all of you here. It's great. Everybody else who will be coming in a little bit, I'm sure they're lagging behind, but they will be showing up very soon here, which is very awesome. But we're going to talk to Kelly for a little bit before we jump into the hot seat and start asking the real questions, the dirt, as it were. So we'll also be going to questions that are in the chat. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in, and I will scan up and start asking the questions by you. Thank you, Candy Mom, for dropping the link. I appreciate it. I'll be doing the same every now and then, too. If you want to subscribe and you haven't already subscribed to the Mickey Bunch, I suggest that you do because, Kelly, as I said before, your editing skills are getting better and better and better by the day. I cannot believe how well. Are you taking a class?
No. It's called. No, I am not taking a class. Are you hinting that I should?
No. I'm hinting that it seems like you are because you're getting a lot better. What is that experience? Is that what's going on?
I think yes.
Repetitively?
It's, you kind of each time you probably find this as well, but with each video you edit, you kind of get a new trick in your bag.
Absolutely.
And I had no tricks in my bag. If you go back to some of my first videos, I didn't even know how to add like audio. Or like actual something, not
or like
picture.
or like
So,
transitions or anything like that. There was like
yeah,
really
no,
not transitions,
yeah, that was a no. But
switching from.
it is kind or like even how to edit how loud it is, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So there's some on there where it's a little cringy, a
I'm
lot
still
cringy,
I'm
but
I'm still learning. I went to school for all that, and I'm still learning it. I am. People, Rob tells me all the time. He's like, the music's too loud. You got to redo it. And I'm like, you can't redo YouTube. Okay, once you post, that's it. You can't take it off and then repost. People are not going to like hit the
turn
like
down
button
your
twice.
volume, Robe. Turn down
Yeah,
your volume.
yeah, that's
So,
all. Let's turn it down. No, I do. I have to concentrate on that more. I'm a visual guy when it comes to
well,
yeah,
aren't
that one.
aren't all men?
Well, yeah, we use our eyes quite a bit, but you're bringing the naughtiness out of me, and quite frankly, I like it. So, no, but I do. I concentrate on the visual stuff. I don't really concentrate on the audio stuff. So you bringing that up is a serious point, and so you're learning more though. You're learning more
Yeah,
on
I think
this. And,
as you do it, you kind of learn more, and
mm,
so yeah. Thank you. That because coming from you, that you're seeing improvement means
oh,
so much to me because you're
oh,
like the goat
oh, stop it!
of editing.
I remember. This isn't about me though, but I remember meeting with Prince Charming Dev, and we were talking and stuff. And he like when I met him at Bob Gurr, we all went to Bob Gurr. I ended up meeting him there. He was there too, and he was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm a YouTuber too. Oh yeah, you want to go to Dapper Days tomorrow and stuff? We can go." And I was like, "Yeah, cool." And he's like, "All right." And then the next day, I guess he watched a couple of my videos, and he was like, "Dude, you're pretty good at all that editing stuff, man. Did you go to school or something?" I was like, "Yeah, I did actually." He's like, "I can tell, man. That's for you. You're really good." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then that's what I'm saying. Like coming from him, that meant a lot to me, And you saying the same thing. I want to. I'm not supposed to be on a pedestal like that. All right, so stop it.
You are.
Stop it. So let's put you back up on the. I'm gonna step down. Where's my ladder? All right. And I'm going to have you jump back up on here. So I'm going to start asking you questions, but these are not part of the questions. Okay. These are
Okay,
questions that I have. Okay.
pre-question.
Yes. So the Mickey Bunch, right? This is not part, like I said, this is not part of my questionnaires. The
Okay.
Mickey Bunch. You've told me this before, but I think we should revisit it. You came up with the Mickey Bunch in terms of what? What was that regarding?
Well, when you're thinking about a channel name, you kind of want it to have some sort of relevance to you. And of course,
Right.
our family is obsessed with Disney and
Mhm.
we have an army of children.
Yes.
So if you do the Brady Bunch, we kind
Mhm.
of all fit. So,
Yes.
so Mickey Bunch.
That's where it came from. Yeah, I remember you
Yeah.
telling me that like 2 or 3 years ago, because I asked you, "What was the Mickey Bunch?" And you said, "I said, what did you come there for?" And I thought it was Brady Bunch because it sounds like Brady Bunch, and it's an awesome play on words. I got to give you credit for you, and I think maybe Ken had a little bit of help with that. I don't know,
Little help.
just a little bit. Yeah, I think it mostly came from you, but Ken seems to help a little. But uh,
What Ken does best is he lets me be me.
yeah.
I have always been this way. We actually were high school sweethearts
Oh,
100 years ago.
oh
And,
wow.
I've always been kind of, like he was kind of cool, razor edge bad
Mhm.
boy. And I was, not bad. And I wasn't a boy, believe it or not.
Well,
But,
that's a
you
plus for
know,
Ken.
I was a cheerleader and I was, happy and I loved
Mhm.
Disney and I you know, and so and even back then he just let me be me. So he sort
That's
of
beautiful.
yeah,
I could
doesn't
tell too. When I'm hanging out with you guys, it's always a fun time. It never it doesn't slow down. It's just like from the moment I meet up with you, and then it's like automatically, it's like Kelly doesn't have an agenda. She doesn't have an agenda. She doesn't like write stuff down, kind of like Christy does, because Christy's on an agenda. She always is, but that's what I love her for. But
yes.
you're not on an agenda, but you have everything in mind of what we're doing, if that makes any sense. You don't follow a schedule. You just go, we're here, and I heard about something going on over here. We're going to go check that. Let's go check that out, guys. Come on, let's go. And we just go run off to that. And then it's like, what do you guys want to do next? You know what? I've always wanted to do this. Let's go do that. And we just run and go do it. So he's like a team leader without an organization, really.
It's chaos. And, I'm all about that sounds fun. Let's go do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
so why not? Life's too short. Have a good time.
You blossomed me in a way, because I used to be on the schedule thing. I used to show up and be in the parking lot and be like, okay, I'm here to do this, this, and this, and I have to do this and this. And then when I met Kelly, it was like, but I have to do this stuff. And she's like, no, come on, let's go check this out. Let's go eat something first, though, because I'm kind of hungry. You hungry? Let's go get some drinks first. And
I'm always hungry.
Yeah.
A snack is always a good idea.
Yes. Snack time is always good. Yeah, that falls in line with the robe. That's why you and the robe are going to get along so well when you guys meet up, because it's always snack time with the robe.
I just feel like Robe should always be in a pool.
95% of the time he is. I think
I feel like yes.
Yeah.
And on film in this.
Yeah.
So, yes.
That's pretty much, you just described them. So so what else? What are you looking forward to coming up, like as far as Disney coming out with stuff? Like, what are you looking forward to?
I am sort of
we still haven't gotten into questions yet. This is just
hate me if you must. I am loving this time. I mean, I'd really like Disney if you're listening, and you should be listening because Al's amazing. But if you're listening, cast members would really like to get to the parks. Thanks.
Yeah.
But
we need to take the block out.
This is like the best ever.
It is.
With the low crowds, and it is magical. It is magical. And the sort of spontaneous little mini parades and the characters roaming, and it reminds me a lot of my beloved place, Disneyland, where things are in the moment.
Yes.
And a surprise and delight. So Disney feels very much like that. I had to be schooled a little bit, and I still am not on that program. People that are Disney Worlders are very different than Disneylanders. Disney Worlders want to decide what they're eating 6 months in advance.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No.
And I don't know what I want to eat 6 months from now. And I don't know what ride I want to ride 60 days in advance. So I think it's helped Disney Worlders kind of be more in the moment. You don't have to plan 6 months in advance. And when you're walking through the park and those little parades just happen upon you, it's amazing. So I think now is like something to really look forward to and enjoy for people that love Disney.
Absolutely. It kind of reminds me, like reminisces me of like old school Disney of back in like the early 80s or late 80s, where Disney was crowded, but it wasn't super crowded, and it was like more open, and you could actually get on rides, and stuff like that, and everything was just so new and clean and just nice to go with your family and plan a whole bunch of different stuff. And it was just, it was the magical, it's just like Ganjo just said, that's it. It's a magical moment time.
It is. So I think when you ask me what I'm looking forward to, hey, savor right now, because right now is precious.
Yeah.
It really is. Now, do I look forward to when we can go to Halloween parties and Christmas parties and all those wonderful things? And yes, absolutely. But right now, I dig it. I mean, enjoy right now.
Awesome. Absolutely. I agree. I completely agree with you. And I'm looking forward to it. I got my reservation for August 5th. It's my son's birthday. I'm going to try to bring him in too. Hopefully they cancel out I don't know why they're leaving the cast members out. It's just so annoying to me.
I
You
think
know?
I would like it if they gave us same day availability. So maybe we can't plan advance, but hey,
Yeah.
it's your day off. See if you can grab a park reservation,
Right.
So,
Yeah.
or if you have a resort stay, you
Even if
know,
they even if they pulled a couple of reservations off the menu and just held them for cast members, a couple like
sure,
50 or 60 of them or something like that, or 100 of them, just to have, just like you're saying, you have a day off. I know so many cast members who are like, when I have a day off, I sometimes just go to Disney.
usually one day a week, or
Yeah.
one of my days off a week, I would spend, even if it's just a couple hours, just to
Mhm.
go pick up some pins for Taylor, or eat a hot dog at Casey's Corner because I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with those crazy monthly hot dogs.
Yep.
Um, and then leave.
Me too, actually.
So I, I am
Yeah.
obsessed with that. They're so
Oh, I
good.
love
They're
it.
crazy, and the crazier the better.
Yes.
But, yeah, so it's kind of hard to not enjoy that, and I think
Mhm.
your wife's a cast member, we all understand that
Yeah.
part of our compensation is
Being
the
able to
park
go to the parks. Right.
right,
Mhm.
so, maybe we don't make as much as other people in a position maybe somewhere else,
Yeah.
but we factor that in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I could just kick myself because I have always had an annual pass and the cast pass because I don't like not being allowed in on,
Yeah.
and then I got to thinking, well, that's kind of a waste of money because, we're never blocked out of all the parks
Right.
usually. We can go, I like Animal Kingdom. I like going to Epcot, so I'm okay going to those two places if
Right.
Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios are blocked out. But
Mhm.
I really shouldn't have been so cheap, and I should have just renewed it because then I would be going.
I know, and well, I'm the same way. Yeah, I got the same thing. I got the annual pass, and then I got the spousal pass.
Right.
The spousal pass. So, but like,
Is that like a hall pass?
it's like a hall pass. It's like a teacher's pet pass, more but in my case,
Oh, okay.
because my wife is the teacher and I'm the pet. But here's the thing, though, like what you were just saying, like an example of, wow, it's thundering outside. I'm sorry, Lord. All right. Am I about to give away secrets? It's just Disney secrets. That's all it is. All right. That was kind of freaky. All right. Let's hope the power doesn't go out because that would suck. So, no, what I was saying was is to emphasize on what you were saying is that, like, when they blocked out cast members from um, Galaxy's Edge, you know, in Hollywood studios for a long, long time. Okay. Like from the beginning all the way up until to COVID. I was able to get in regardless because I had the annual pass. If I didn't have the annual pass and I was kind of like just feeding off of my wife's cast member privileges, I wouldn't be able to get in. I would have had to go to all the other parks instead. But it's a little hack. It's a little hack. It's a slight hack. Slight hack. Lord, please. Okay. So speaking of all this, though, we have questions to get to, and I think we need to get to them. I think we
Oh,
need to get to them.
let's
So
do
I'm
it.
gonna put you in the hot seat.
Whew, it's getting hot in here.
It's getting really hot. It's getting hot. I need to have some music. Like,
I wore my Minnie Mouse dress for you because I
yes,
was I was a little nervous about this, so I wanted to dress up a little bit.
I know. It looks fantastic. You look
Well, thank
fantastic.
you. I was
I can't
begging for
believe.
that one.
I can't believe that. Didn't you get off? You got off work and then like rushed into a Minnie Mouse outfit and then rushed into the thing. And you were on time, which was amazing too. Because I thought
That is amazing because I'm never on time.
I thought we were. I thought
I
I
am
was just
always
sitting there
late.
for 5 minutes. Not on your part. I just figured it was because coming off of work and everything like that. So that's why I was like, you told me 7 o'clock, I think originally, and I was like, no, we'll do it at 8 o'clock.
You're like, I know her.
Yeah. But
So
I love having you here, Kelly. I'm so glad you are here. Remember, chat, if you have any questions for Kelly, put them in the chat. I see that already a couple of people have already put a couple of questions in. We're going to get to those as well. But we're going to start with my 20 questions. Are you ready, Kelly?
I'm ready.
Okay. Question number one, but I'm not going to count
Lip gloss
the
on for this one.
questions. We're
Okay.
just going to start with the first one. where are you from? And what I mean by that is not where you're living right now. Okay.
My address is
I know. I have to put a disclaimer on that.
I heard one of your guests did that. Okay.
Yes.
So, I'm from 2 places.
Okay.
The first 9 years of my life, I grew up in a really itty bitty tiny town in Southern Indiana,
Oh,
Begonia Springs. It's actually outside of Boonville.
Boonville.
Boonville, yes,
Okay.
and, which is near Evansville, if people know where that is. But,
Okay.
Southern Indiana country, kind of, growing up with all my cousins and aunts and uncles, and it was idyllic. It really was. I had amazing parents and, a wonderful
Awesome.
sort of country little girl
It's like,
ness.
was it Little House on the Prairie country type stuff? Or was
No, I mean,
it
my daddy was a machinist
Green
in,
Acres?
Alcoa. No, we didn't have a farm. But, like, my dad's side of the family were very
Mhm.
country and wonderful and, Sunday get-togethers at, my aunt's farmhouse, and she would make this feast every Sunday,
Oh,
and,
gosh, Southern
you know
Feast.
so
Yeah.
it was amazing and, everybody running around, all the cousins, and it was great, it was great, and
Nice.
then, my mom had polio as a young person,
Mhm.
and she was having trouble breathing. So,
Oh,
the doctor told us to move to Arizona for that nice, dry, hot air. It would be good for her. So we moved to Tempe, Arizona, and which is in the Phoenix, East Valley of Phoenix. And we moved in the summer, and it was like
mhm.
118 degrees. And I remember just thinking, where are the trees? Where are the grass?
Yeah.
They brought me to hell. So, but you know what? I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I
It's an
love
adventure. It is an adventure. Arizona is an extreme adventure.
it's kind of a mini California, the
Yeah?
Phoenix area. A lot of Californians actually live there,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's kind of this, kind of West Coast, laid back. It's
Mhm.
beautiful. We lived right on a golf course and, with a pool and,
See,
jumping off the roof into the pool and, you know
most people who think of Arizona, I mean, I'm maybe most people meaning when I think of Arizona, I think of Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner running past on a dirt on a dirt
No,
road.
no, we lived, like, in town, but,
Yeah.
a really it's like Scottsdale, Arizona,
Mhm.
essentially, and, wonderful, small
Okay.
town enough, but, big town enough and close to Disneyland, so, great,
Awesome.
great friends. I have lifelong friends I made there, and, our little neighborhood is just this little gem. I grew up in the house that I ended up buying from my parents,
Okay.
or my siblings when my parents passed away, and
Mhm.
then, now Taylor and Kennedy are living in that same house, and a lot of people in that neighborhood have done the same thing, so
Oh,
it's
wow.
just it was awesome, and I loved it there, and I missed it, but I do love Florida. I mean, we're close to the beach, we're close to Disney,
Yeah.
and we moved here about 2 years ago.
I love how half your family is by Disneyland and the other half is by Disney World. I love
Yes,
how you
yes,
just orchestrated that. That was by
yes.
coin that's just something that happened, right? It
No,
was
no,
really
no. I only moved to Florida because Ken said I could work for Disney and go to Disney every day.
That's
So,
so it was orchestrated. Okay.
yes, absolutely.
Very good, very good. Next question, what is your favorite food? I
Um,
think I know the answer to this, but go
I
ahead.
um, if I had to choose, like, a type of food, definitely
Yeah,
Mexican. Mexican food is my favorite.
Mexican food is? Okay.
But I don't know, cause I love Italian. I really love Southern food,
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
real I love New Orleans, like, soul food.
yes.
I just love food, but, there are some things I don't like, and that is sushi, and nobody likes sushi. They just say they like sushi
I
because
love
you
sushi, by the way.
you
I'm sorry.
cannot,
Yeah,
Al, I love
man.
you, but you can't because
Why?
cold rice, raw fish, wrapped in seaweed, nobody loves that. I'm just
We do though. Did you not say you love sushi or no? Did you say you
No,
didn't
I
like
do
it?
not. That
You
is the
don't
one
like
food.
sushi?
No,
Oh, I thought you said
no.
you liked it. I love sushi. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
give me
I
some
just
cold rice, raw fish wrapped in seaweed. I don't want that bacon cheeseburger. I want that. No, thank you. Come
but
on.
it's delicious though. It really you gotta
I'll
have a
take
palate for it,
I'll
I
take
guess.
mine cooked. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how people eat oysters. I will if if it's presented. I'll eat anything. I'm a fat man
I
trapped
think
in a white man's body.
they eat them for their effect.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, that's right. I forgot about the kinkiness going on there. Yes, that's true. That is true. Yes. Katrina right here says, "Oh my god, I love sushi for 4-year-old sushi. Too, he can eat a big platter. Even the 4-year-old loves sushi.
Oh
You're
my.
missing out."
I guess so, but no, thank you.
They have vegetable sushi though. You don't always have to get the fish,
Yeah, you.
the raw fish.
I mean, on
You just can't get past the cold
maybe
rice
like if
though.
I was on an island and there was nothing else to eat.
Well, that's pretty much what you would be eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you think about it. What other channels do you? We all know that you're a YouTuber. You've been doing great. For how many years now for your YouTubers? For being a YouTuber?
I I don't know that I've still gotten, serious, but,
Yeah.
I think we sorta dabbled in it.
Mhm.
Like, I think we did one video in 2017.
Did
So,
you?
I don't know. I
One
don't know
video
when
in
we started,
2017.
but, we've been at this probably 2 or 3
A
years.
little, a little over 2 years or two. Yeah,
Yeah, but I
close to
don't know
3 years.
that, really we still I maybe the last year we've really sort of been doing it, but, yeah, so we
It's
started because we're so happy watching everybody else, we thought, "We can do that, that'll be
It's
fun."
so great though that you're like that though, because there's so many other creators that are out there that focus on numbers or focus on how long they've been doing or what they're doing wrong or how they're doing it. You guys just we're going to put a video out and that's it. We're going to do the video the way we want to do it and that's it. And that is great because as you could tell, you guys do get a good amount of views here. All right.
You
Your
know,
views are
I
great.
honestly I'm gonna get I'm so humbled.
I know you
I
don't concentrate on it, but
and I don't. You know what? It's nothing but joy for me. If,
yeah,
I can't believe it, and
that's the
I
secret.
I we just do it for fun. It's just
Yes,
fun, and we just do what we like because it's called YouTube, and we
that
get to do you, and
see,
you get to
you
do you,
get
and I
it.
get to do me.
You
And,
absolutely get it. Yes.
we had I still I get so much, like, happiness if that we even have subscribers, honestly. I don't get caught up in the numbers.
Mhm,
But, I remember we had 8 subscribers for, like, our first little bit because there's
mhm.
8 people in our family. So, and, even extended family, I'm like, "Hey, you should subscribe to the channel." They weren't, even with the guilt that I was
Yeah.
pouring on them. So, but, I remember when we got our first subscriber that was not related to us or guilted by me. So and I literally, like, went through the house saying, "We have someone that subscribed to our channel that is not even related to us."
Yes.
Woo! So now the running joke that Taylor does not enjoy, I give the number, like, "Oh, we have, 1,602 people that are not even related to us."
And that's it. I know. That's
I
so
love
great.
it. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
That is so great.
I just what a blessing each and every one are, and I love that, it's just I
You could
can't
tell.
believe it, but
Kelly,
it's just joyful,
if you're ever feeling down and you need to think about something, you think about how well you've done in such a short amount of time because a little over 2 years up to 3 years on YouTube, and you guys have actually built a strong community that cares about you and everything. It's
Aw.
a beautiful thing, you know, and you owe it to yourselves for that because nobody else helped you, nobody else did anything, and pushed you along, and you guys did everything yourself, and you did it the right way with with your personality. You know, and that's what I'm saying with your personality, your personality. I know, don't cry. All right. I'm not trying to make you cry,
I
but
know,
I'm just,
I'm getting so like, oh, that's
we're
so
gonna,
sweet.
we're gonna move on. It's the truth, though. It's the truth, though, and sometimes the truth hurts. I mean, so, um, are there any other YouTubers that you actually like care for, like that you watch on your free time?
Well, I love this guy, your pal Al. Or is
Oh,
he
stop
Florida
it! No,
freak?
come on.
Or is he the freak out? I don't
Shut up!
know. No,
Shut up!
our
Hold on,
little
hold on a
community.
second. Can you hold on 1 second?
Yes.
Give her an extra $1. All right, thank you. All right. Go ahead.
Working for
Sorry.
the dollars.
No,
So,
but go ahead. You were
um,
saying?
I think when we first started, we were watching West Coast vloggers, and A
Mhm.
Slice of Disney is now Midlife Vibes. But they were just this cute little couple that were always having fun. Love
Yes.
them. Fresh Baked Disney. I
Yes.
love them. Oh my gosh, when they first started, I kind of got hooked on them because they did a lot of like history,
Mhm.
Disneyland history videos.
Yes.
And then when live streaming kind of became a thing, they started live streaming meandering through the park. And we ran into them actually a couple times. And then so Fresh I sort of have a crush on him, Mr. Cheesy Pop. Mr. Cheesy Pop. I love him and Alley
Cheesy
Cakes.
Pop. Yes. And
Yes,
who? Who is it? Who is that last time? I'm sorry.
uh Alley Cakes.
Alec.
So she does a lot of DIYs,
Oh,
Disney.
cool.
But I love them. But here in Florida, of course, it's our little community. I love everyone. Dev. I remember we subbed to Dev when he had 600 subs.
Yeah.
So
I came in about the 6,000 mark.
I don't tend to watch the really big YouTubers. I tend to like to watch, Disney Vacation Family. I love them. Uh, More Sunshine, Please. I love him. His humor is so like low key,
Mhm.
hilarious. I mean, he is not like I'm more ba-da-da-da-bum, and you have to really be, and you do that too. Like you just say it
Yeah.
and it's hilarious. But you don't laugh at your own jokes like I do because if I didn't laugh, no one would.
I
But
do. I just edit it all out. That's all.
but
Yeah.
there's just so many. I hate to like forget somebody because I'm still a little nervous, but
Mhm.
there's just so many that are here in Florida that are so welcoming and nice, and
Yeah.
Corey is super nice and
Yeah.
just so
Sure.
nice,
Mhm.
but my favorite YouTubers are definitely The Adventures of Gonzo,
Oh, of
Adventures with
course.
DP, and your pal Al. I mean, honest to goodness, you all put out great content. You inspire me, and you're nice to me. So
Yeah.
you're my friend.
So
So
Gonzo, she was leaving you the best for last. Okay, all right. You were freaking out in the chat. Yeah, he's like,
was
you
he? I
forgot
can't
about
see.
me.
No, no, no.
She
Truly,
can't see the chat.
truly,
So yeah,
great, great people,
yeah,
great channels.
it's the truth.
You three are my
Factual.
absolute favorite.
It's guaranteed satisfaction.
Oh my
Listen,
goodness. You're a good time. You're so much fun, and you all have your own flavor. I love that, the three of you went to the opening of Disney Springs,
mhm.
VP, Gonzo, and Al.
Yes,
And you all filmed the entire time.
we met with Dev and
And yeah, I saw
great
Dev on
guy.
there. Love him. Devin is the
We
real
we
deal.
I didn't put
The
him on camera, but we also met up with Lou Lou Mangello, who's a big he runs WDW radio, and he's a legend. He's literally a legend. And he came running by, and I was like, Lou, because I went to Momentum that he runs Momentum too, and I was like, Lou, and he's like, oh wow, hey, how you doing? And 100 miles per minute, talking, and he's like, I gotta go, see you later, and he just ran off, and I said, that is how you get things done on YouTube. Okay. Right there. That's how you run a show. He is like constantly running. But I'm sorry, you brought me back to that moment when you started talking
No, I was just
about
saying, you all brought your own flavor to your videos. And of course,
yeah.
I forgot to mention the robe, but I kind of see you as a package deal, you and the robe. But
Yeah.
he is taking off like crazy. He's
He's
gonna
got his
put us
own channel
all to
now.
shame. I
Yeah.
know. He went from
Mhm.
like, I don't know, 3 subs to 300 in like 0 to 60 seconds. It's awesome.
Mhm.
So, he's great, and, but I love that even though you're there and you're in the moment with your friends, your videos all have your own flavor, which is
Right.
great. You
And
and this
that's why I like partnering with you too, is because you show the different sides of stuff that I don't show, and I show different sides too. And it's the same way, we know how to not stumble over each other's videos and like have the same exact thing. Because the problem is when a viewer who follows both of us goes to our channels and goes to the same thing that we're both doing, if we have the same thing going on, more than likely they're going to click away from one of our videos because they've already seen it, you know?
Right, right. So you
So,
gotta bring your
and
own
that's what I love
flair.
about you is that you're able, you understand that, me and you have done this before in Animal Kingdom, if I remember correctly, where I'm filming
Yes,
something
yes.
and you kind of step back and Al's getting this, you know? And then we do the same thing, and you're filming something, and I'm like, oh no, she's getting this. I'm not filming this, because we're taking turns on the stuff that we're getting, and I love it. I love how we do that. It's a little behind the scenes for you guys if you don't know how things work in the Mickey Bunch and your pal Al. But we do that quite often when we do
You
film
know,
together. It's been a while.
it what is so unique and wonderful about this little Disney community of YouTubers is
Mhm.
it's not competition. I
No.
think we totally get that we what is it? High tide, all boats rise. John F. Kennedy quote. And that's
Mhm.
really the more success that you have, it just brings us up. We're all
Mhm.
kind of each other's cheerleaders
It's
and
true.
celebrate each other's kind of little successes and big
Mhm.
successes and that is something that in life is truly rare. So I
Absolutely.
treasure my friendships with all of you. And
Same
there's
here.
so
There's
it
a lot of
really is
love on
good.
YPA tonight. Have you noticed? There's only love with Kelly though, all the time. Um, we're gonna go to the questions in the chat real quick. We're gonna start with Addy Family Adventures. He has a question. He says, if Red the audio animatronic at Pirates of the Caribbean broke down, would you be willing to step in until it got fixed?
Ooh, 24 hours a day, I would be ready. But yes, yes.
I think he'd play a fantastic one too. I
You
can
know,
see you.
I love the original Red, and
Mhm.
people kind of get upset with me when I say she was working it. That girl was working it. She
She was.
wanted to be bought.
She did. She
She
she had the
she
umbrella and
she was working it. So,
she was the hot ticket right there. You know what I mean? They were like trying to sell off the one with the larboard
to the
side.
larboard side.
And they were being actually, you know what though, if you think about it, they were being really cruel to that woman. They weren't being cruel to Red. They were being
No,
cruel to
no.
her. They were
Right.
wanting the redhead.
Well, and what you learn at the Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland
Mhm.
is, there's a few more scenes in that one, and you pass
Oh,
by the famous bar scene where you see the skeleton and he's drinking the rum, and you can see it going down.
yeah.
Um, Behind him in the bar is a scantily, well, should I say, no clothes on
Whoa,
redhead pirate.
whoa! I got to get over
And,
here.
she's got
That's
kind of a
still there.
tattoo, and, so Walt actually, worked with Mark Davis, and they, were telling the story that
Mhm.
Red gets purchased. She meant to be bought because eventually she ends up as the pirate queen. So, she knew
Ah,
what she was after. So, yes, so that's kind of the end of the story is when you see Pirate Red being the pirate queen.
I'm surprised they didn't put that in the movie. Instead of having, I mean, I
Right.
know they tried to go a little bit more with the pirate history. That's why they had, if you notice, the pirate queen was Yin Lin, I believe that was her name, Yin Lin, she was actually a pirate queen. She had like a 60,000 army of pirates underneath her belt, and so when they all went to the pirate headquarters, and we're trying to figure out how to defeat, you know, all the things that were going on. She was there, but I really wish they would have had Pirate Red in the movie, kind of like sitting in the background.
I mean, it's kind of rumored that, the blonde and the redhead that are always smacking Jack Sparrow, that's actually the redhead.
Mhm.
Don't know, but they say that
Oh,
was their little
oh
nod to
yeah,
Red.
the one,
Mhm.
yeah, where
And
he's
he'll
like,
say, "I didn't deserve that one, but
yeah,
I did
that,
deserve that one."
that one I pretty much, I believe I did, yeah.
And I have to give a shout out to Life with Roxana. She is so sweet, and I love her channel, and I love her, and everybody in here. If there's anybody that um, has a channel in here, it's all quality. This is the best chat on the planet. So
Oh,
thank you so
yes,
much.
it is. It's very supportive, always supportive and everything. I'm looking for more.
And Bloomin' Cheesa, that is just like the best name ever. Can I just say, I always think of cheese, flowers blooming, and what a wonderful garden that would be to have.
Mhm.
I don't know if
Oh,
that's what he means, that he likes bloom and cheese,
like a
but
blooming cheese garden? Is that right?
yes. What is a bloomin' cheese? I don't know. It makes me think of a garden of cheese.
Okay, so being a vlogger that you are, we're going to move on to the next question. Being a vlogger that you are, if you had all the money in the world, you woke up one morning, all the money in the world, you could do whatever you want. You had private flights to anywhere in the world. You could do whatever you wanted. You grab your camera. Where would you like to vlog if you could? The one top spot where you're like, I'm able to do it now. I'm going to do it. I've always wanted to do it. This is where I'm going. What
You
would you?
know, uh, okay. So can I give a couple?
Oh,
Because
you can give a couple. You can give
okay, honest to goodness, if that were the scenario, I'm gonna cry. I would grab up all my little kitties
Mhm.
um and my peeps,
Mhm.
our
Mm,
crew, and we
yeah.
would go to Disneyland. And
Yes. I'm
we would
sorry.
we would eat together at the Blue Bayou and throw rolls at the passing
Oh,
boat. Because I love it. I love it when people in the boat yell, "Throw me a roll!" And
I
man, I chuck it. I don't normally make it to the boat because softball is not my game, but I try. And apparently you can get thrown out for that, but I
oh,
but anyway, we would go
but
to
you're
Disneyland
supposed
and we would
to.
just tear up Disneyland and be amazing. So that would
Mhm.
be number one. I have always wanted to go to Rome. I would love to go to Mass, where the Pope is,
Yes.
and see all the history in Rome. And I don't talk a lot about faith on my channel, but
Mhm.
I'm a nice little Catholic girl, and I actually studied theology, and
Yeah.
and so going to Rome would just be a dream come true, and it's definitely on my bucket list. And then of course going to the land of my people,
Yeah.
Ireland and Scotland. I
Ireland
would,
and Scotland. Yeah.
and just
While you're at Rome, you should skip over to Jerusalem too, because a lot
yes,
of history,
absolutely,
Christian
absolutely.
history, is in Jerusalem.
Really?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just kidding.
I don't know if you were aware of that.
Oh, thank you. I did not know.
Religion 101 with your pal Al later on tonight. Tune in. Um,
And
I have a.
Taylor says, "Good luck getting her siblings out of the hotel room." Taylor is I have an army of children, but Taylor and I are kind of the same kind of Disney people. We love Disney. We want to be there all the time. We want to wake up early. We get up. We have our outfits planned out, and we do our little Disney bounding, and we're out the door happy as can be. The
Yeah.
rest of them want to sleep in.
I
They
cannot understand sleeping in.
Oh, when you're on a Disney vacation, I
Yeah.
don't understand it. I
No.
don't
No.
sleep in usually normally anyway,
No.
but on Disney vacation, we don't wanna miss anything.
No.
So her and I, we have learned
Crack
to
of
just
dawn, baby.
to just go by ourselves, to not
Yeah.
wait for everybody because then we just get like we're sitting there like, "Okay, okay, give it," let them have the vacation they want, but Taylor and
Right.
I, we like to hit it, we like to shop it, we like to
Yes.
eat it, we like to ride it.
Right.
So
That's it.
so,
That's
but
it.
she does have siblings that literally they want to go to Disney and stay in the hotel room
and
watch
sleep.
TV and sleep.
Oh, good Lord, no.
It's like, what are you doing?
No, the Robe and I have a ritual of waking up at literally the crack. I mean, 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, despite on how late we stayed up the night before, and we go and we get coffee. You know, if we're at the Poly, we go to Kona, we get coffee. If we're in, French Quarter or anything like that, we go down to the shops down there and we get the coffee. We got to get the coffee. We get the coffee, and when we walk around the resort before everybody else wakes up,
Oh,
and it is
nice.
just so nice. It really is. It's such a great time. Um, that's awesome though. So yeah, you would go visit the historical lands. I love it. I would do the same exact thing. I would go visit all the historical lands and go back to your heritage too. My heritage is actually Italy. So
Well,
I
there
would,
you go. Let's go to
yeah,
Rome
let's
together.
go. We're going. We're going. It's been marked. Can somebody timestamp that, please, on this channel? Thank you. We can come back and visit it later on when we get rich. What character? I think we all know the answer to this, but I have to ask it because I ask everybody. What Disney character would you want to play you in a biography? And it has to be a Disney character. Those are the stipulations under the production. They will not make a movie unless you pick a Disney character. Which one would you pick to play you in the upcoming Disney movie coming out in 2022?
Jessica Rabbit.
Ooh, you surprised me. You
I'm
surprised me.
delusional, but yes, Jessica Rabbit
Wow.
would
And that is a
be.
perfect fit too. Oh my God.
But it used to be.
Candy Mom knew. Candy Mom too. She said Jessica Rabbit too. I think
Yes.
right before you said it, she dropped that. Wow. I was thinking Pirate Red. I was
Well,
thinking
Pirate
you
Red
were
is
gonna go with
always
the
a good one.
obvious.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I have
Jessica
equal love for
Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yes.
So
And I think she could pull you off quite well. I think
and yeah,
so.
and then Taylor's like realistic laughing out loud, you know.
No. I know. You see her right here? Yeah. All right. Thank you, Taylor. No, it's true. All right. Bloom and Cheese Stop Merida. I can never say her
Merida,
name.
you know, at
Merida.
work,
Thank you.
because you know, I do have this out of control curly red hair.
Yeah.
So my nickname at work from coworkers that I don't happen to know, I'll walk by and they'll go, "Oh, there she goes, Merida."
Merida. She's gonna go get the bears.
Yeah. So that's probably closer to reality, but I can dream.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn this way. Yes. Yes, she is. Look, Robe said that's her new name. I mean, now you're Jessica Rabbit. You're no longer Pirate Red anymore.
I
No.
love it. I love it.
What we're gonna run through some of this. We're talking a lot. All right. So,
Welcome to. Do you know me?
I know. I don't want to go over Dole Whip Dad's time. He's going to be coming up. I think.
Oh, how did I not mention Dole Whip Dad? Jeff
Yes.
is amazing. I love
Yes.
him. He is everything. I mean, I did fangirl a little bit with Jeff, and I just love him. You know, he's good people, and he's very good to me and Taylor, and we love him. So
you're, a couple of these questions I can't ask you because
you're afraid of what I'll say.
No, you're already doing it. Like one of them is, would you work for Disney? Well, too late. All right. You already are. Another one is, have you ever been comped by Disney? I'm sure you have. All right. You don't have to go into that, but comped, being compensated for something that may have not been given to you before. And yeah, that's what I mean by comped.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, comped? What do you mean by comped? It's a showbiz title. But have you ever been comped by Disney? Have you ever?
I don't know what that means, I guess. I understand that you just said what it means, but
it means, let's say, like you bought and paid for something, or you didn't, and you were expecting something and you didn't get it, and Disney, out of the kindness of their heart, decided to say, you know what, we're going to give you this instead. Sometimes they do it with tickets, ride tickets, stuff like that.
We've gotten a couple things given to us, but I'm not a complainer. So
No. Me
No.
neither.
I just, enjoy what you got and that's move on. So,
Yeah.
but we have been given, like, Taylor is a
Some,
cutie patootie, and when she
yeah.
was little bitty, she was so cute, and we went the year of the million dreams,
Oh, okay.
and I swear every day they gave us something. So we got all the little hats, the year million dream hat,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
the Mickey ear hats, and we got pins, and
Oh,
they let the girls be like, the leaders on different rides, and so we've been given little things like that. So yeah, so when you have cute little kids, you get stuff a lot. So Disneyland, especially, they would always do something neat for us.
yes. You're bringing me back. I remember those days too. That was fun times in Disney. Disney always had a lot of good,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. And that was
special
one of
events.
the things I liked about my role when I did work at the Emporium for my 3 weeks,
Mhm.
is I was giving stuff away every day because why not?
Yeah,
Um, so, once a day, just somebody would come and I would decide that was the person that everything they had was gonna be on me.
that was
So,
awesome. So you
uh,
count them.
and every cast member is given the opportunity in the parks to make magic, and that's what
Mhm.
I love about the Disney company is,
Absolutely.
it doesn't matter if you're a janitor or, you're, the president of Magic Kingdom.
Mhm.
Everybody has the ability to make magic.
It's
So,
true. It's true. Take heed. Take heed to her
be
knowledge,
nice to those
cast
cast
members.
members because
Yeah.
they can give you stuff or not.
Yes.
So
I owe the cast members treat me very, very well all the time, and I really do appreciate all of them. I'm not kissing, but I'm actually being serious. They really do uh, treat me with the highest of respect, and I don't know why. It's like they treat me like I'm some type of person coming in there that's like important of some sort, and I'm like, no, my YouTube channel is not as big as you think it is, but they treat me so nice, and I really do appreciate it all the time, man. They really
that's
do.
so nice. That's so
Yeah.
nice. Now you've
Um,
probably gotten recognized then in the parks.
A couple of times, yes.
That's pretty cool beans, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a couple of times I actually whenever I do get recognized in the parks and I have my camera with me, I try to turn the camera on and put them in the video that I'm
Yes.
currently
Mhm.
filming as one of the freak out family, because want I don't want them to feel like they're being left out at all. I
Oh, and that means so much to
my
someone,
my channel is everybody who subscribed to it, and that's how I feel. I want to always include everyone who comes up and says, I watch you on YouTube, and I'm like, really, what's your name? Click, and I turn on
Yeah,
the camera
that's
and I get
awesome.
them in. Yeah, all the time. um I got another question. I'm trying to wrap this up so we don't go with dad. I don't want to disrespect
Oh,
go
it's
with dad.
alright. You'll get over it.
Ah, he's okay though. I love
We're
him.
having too much fun.
We are having a lot of fun. um I have to ask this question though. This is one of the most important questions, besides the last question. If you could meet Walt, everybody loves this question. If you could meet Walt, what would you say to him? What kind of conversation would you have with him? You have all the time in the world too. This isn't just like a meet and greet where you're hugging him and taking a picture with him. You're actually walking over to a bench, sitting down with him, and you guys are going to dive into conversation that could last hours. What would you say to him? What's the first thing you would say to him?
Thank you.
Oh, that's
You know,
beautiful.
I
I
I'm
love
I'm tearing up a little bit, but thank you. I mean, um, I'm gonna all the memories that I was able to make as a child with my parents,
yeah,
who they were my parents weren't super into Disney,
yeah,
but they took us to Disney, and we got all the little albums and the books and the movie, watch the movies when we would come on TV because I was before VHS.
mhm,
Um, and, you know, so all the memories that I was able to make with my parents and my brother, and then my littles. I mean, some of our
yeah,
best memories are seeing Disney through their eyes. And
right,
still to this day, I like going to Disney and just watching them do their thing and just tagging along.
right.
And so thank you for all those memories and thank you for just thank you. And a dream would be to walk Disneyland with Walt Disney.
Yes.
I mean, come on
Yes.
now.
I
So,
know that really would. I'm behind you 100% on that. I really am. Just the things that he did to make it so that we could enjoy our family time, and that's why he built the theme park,
yes. So
you know,
parents could get off the bench watching their kid go around the carousel and
right at the
actually
parks and actually
have fun with them.
with
So,
them, right? And it's a beautiful thing. What would you ask them? Like, knowledge wise, or just like, everyday conversation? What would you ask them? What would be a good question you could ask them?
um, you know, I don't know. That's a good question. Um, what's next?
What's next? That's a good question. That is a good guy. I'm sure he would have an answer too, because he was always like 2 steps ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, that would be a good question to ask. What's next? I love asking that question because everybody has their own answers for it, and everybody has their own. It's like one. It's funny because it's not a personal question, but it is one of the most personal questions you could ask somebody who is a Disney fan or someone who has been
Oh,
doing
okay.
this. Not that
I
kind of
wasn't
personal.
sure where you were going with this.
Not that kind of personal. No, but no, it is. It's just something that is like it's amazing to be able to dig deep and dive deep into someone mind frame of what they would ask the man who actually created all of this. Created these ways and means of being able to meet up with each other and do all that. Let's go back to chat. I had a question.
I saw Roxana had a question. She
Yeah.
said, "What would be the first ride that I want to ride with her?" She's coming in November, and so hopefully I have a pass into their park by then. I want to ride
There it is.
Snow
There
White.
it is.
Let's ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I love that ride.
Oh,
I
yes.
I just think that's a flippin' good time. I
Oh,
giggle
it is.
through the whole thing. I love it.
I want to go too. I love
Yes,
that ride.
please go with us and
I
giggle
love
through.
that.
I always want to. I always call it Snow White Scary Train. I don't know why, but it's, it's a Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. But I always call it Snow White Scary Train because it is a little scary.
We got it. We got it. Okay, guys. All right. Okay. We got the Tron Hotel. Okay. And now we have Snow White Scary. What is it? Snow White Scary Train?
Snow White Scary Train.
Snow White Scary Train. Those are going to be the names. We're coming up with names, special names for all the rides. Okay. So we are doing that. We are doing that. Roxana and Kelly, yeah, when you guys come and you guys are doing that, I'm 24 minutes down the road. All right. 24.6 minutes. Okay.
I love how you don't round.
No, absolutely not.
24 minutes, not 20, not 25.
No,
it's 24.
It's 24.6. Not miles, minutes. Okay.
Addie family asked my favorite Sherman Brothers song, and that
Yes.
is so hard because I am a huge fan of the Sherman Brothers. I am actually friends with them on Facebook. I'm sure
Yeah.
they are with millions of people,
Oh, yeah.
but I feel special about that. And oh my gosh, I love Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins is one of my. It was the first movie that my parents took me to. Disney used to re-release movies into the theater, and it was being re-released into the theater, and we lived in a little town that didn't have a movie theater, so we had to go into Evansville, and it was a big deal. We talked about it for a week. My dad was saying we're going to go see a movie picture in the movie theater, and anyway, Mary Poppins was it. So I love that movie, and so I would have to say all the Mary Poppins songs. I love
Yes. I'm
And then
with you on that.
and then, oh my gosh, I am obsessed with, like, the Jungle Book songs, like, so much. I wanna be like you.
Oh, yeah. King Louis song. And yeah, definitely. And
I love that.
I love the on that one, I love the snake song,
Oh,
Trust in me. I love that. I love that.
Gonzo needs to ask us to be on the karaoke show.
Absolutely.
I invited myself last week and danced danced myself away. But
Candy Mom said Mary is popping. Yes, she is. She's popping off.
Mary is popping. I dig her very much.
Yes. Okay.
She's sassy, you know.
She gets things done. Let's put it that way. She gets things done. She knows how to do the business, and I love how she gives the business to the father. You know, to Mr. Banks.
Mr.
You know,
Banks.
She really lays it into him, but
Well,
she lays it into him in a nice way. But it's like, start thinking, use your head.
Exactly.
At the end of it, you got to. And it illustrates that the whole factor of Mary Poppins was not about Mary Poppins. It was about Mr. Banks. It was about him spending time with his children and stop worrying about work all the time, And that's what the author wanted to present more than anything. So, and Disney, took advantage of that. I love it. Have you ever seen Saving Mr. Banks?
I haven't. It's on my to-do list.
You have to.
I know. It's ridiculous that I
Tom
haven't.
Hanks plays him so perfectly, first of all. And second of all, it is just so well done. Just the way they laid everything out for it. It is just so well done. You have to see it. You absolutely have to see it.
Okay. Aaron. Oh, another, if you love live streams from the parks, Aaron at My Disney World Fix is amazing. He's a good person. He's a great live streamer. I am not a fan of a lot of live streaming from the park. It just feels meandery, but he's always throwing out little tidbits here and there and history, and he's fantastic. He asked me Cinderella's castle or Sleeping Beauty's castle. And, I'm a Disneylander, and I know Cinderella's castle is bigger, but I'm going to say Sleeping Beauty because
you're going with the original, right?
I'm going with the original. And the reason is it's the original. But also you can go up into Sleeping Beauty's castle and it's actually an attraction. So you kind of see the story of Cinderella through these great kind of dolls almost. And for the 60th, they added all these special effects and it's so stinking cool. Nobody vlogs it.
That's what I'm saying.
I've actually filmed it, but it was like when I very first started and I filmed it with my phone, like going up and down, not sideways. And it's kind of dark.
Is it dark in there?
It is dark and you have to go up steps. They do have, for anyone that goes, they do have kind of a handicapped room that you can go in and kind of do a different version of it. Yeah. But you can actually go in the castle and it's really cool. So I it's just, I love that. And you can go through the castle all the time.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of means too.
Robe, mark that down when we take our trip to Disneyland. Oh, and by the way, Robe, also mark this down. Besides that, we're taking Kelly with us and Gonzo with us when we go to Disneyland because we need Gonzo because he's our brother and he's our person in arms there. He always has to be our right-hand man on that. But we need Kelly because she is our guide. Okay? She is going to guide us through all this cool stuff because I did not know about that, and I will film it. If it can be filmed, I'm going to film it.
Yeah, nobody films it. I don't know why. Yeah. So it is cool beans. So
I'll get an LED light and I don't care. I'll ruin it for everybody else, but we're filming it. Okay, last question. We're going to wrap this up with the last question, the most important question of them all. Did you really think this was going to be 20 questions? It's a question I ask everybody.
I did actually think it was going to be exactly 20 questions.
It never is. It's either less or more. It doesn't matter. I never pay attention to how long it's going to be. I just tell everybody it's 20 questions. But I appreciate you, Kelly. Thank you so much for being. I asked her, and I thought she was going to turn me down. I thought she was going to say, yeah. I thought she was going to say, you? Oh, please. You know who I am. I am the Pirate Red, Jessica Rabbit /
Oh, my goodness.
No, I'm just kidding. I knew you were. I was so glad that you did agree to be on because I wanted to get to know you better and I wanted to know everything about you. And I think we I think you've survived the hot seat. Did she survive the hot seat? I think she did. I think she did quite well, if I do say so
Thank
myself.
you, thank you.
So
And
what do you? Huh? Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I just want to
Okay.
say hi to Kenny. Alpha Traveler is here. He is one of the first people. He was literally like our
Nope.
9th subscriber, our first subscriber that was not our family. And he kind of coached me along the way and
Mhm.
encouraged me and was always so nice and welcoming. So thank you so much, Kenny.
Yep.
And really started to create a community, him and Rob Fuzz. So really shout out to Kenny.
Yeah, and Rob Fuzz too. I like Rob. He's a cool dude. He's an all right guy.
So I just wanted to say that. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just saw.
Awesome. You're awesome too, Alpha. Alpha has been a big supporter of my channel too for a long time too.
He's
I
a
really
good
do
person.
appreciate him.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Very awesome. You were Alpha Traveler. Alpha, you've been there since the beginning, if I remember. When I only had like 15 subscribers, I think he was coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, he was here in the beginning. I think he literally was vlogging, Jesus.
Mm-hmm. That's right. he was vlogging Jesus. I hope he got his good side. Listen, so if you guys want to subscribe to Kelly, the links are in the chat. Go ahead, click on the link, subscribe. You will not be disappointed whatsoever. Hit the notifications bell because you are always putting out videos all the time and always going live with something. So it's always great to be a part of Kelly's world. Do it. I swear you will not regret it. Kelly, what do you have coming up on your channel?
Right now I'm working. It should come out tomorrow. I went to Disney Springs, and shopping is one of my very favorite things. So what I did was I kind of filmed my favorite things that you can buy Disney at Disney Springs. So I went to D Style and I bought a baby Yoda that makes noises and
You got the Yoda too, huh? And just
oh
so
my
many people are grabbing that. I feel left out.
I was sort of like some of them were too big and some of them were creepy, but this one is so cute. It's little, it's like real size, and you push his little tummy and he makes like actual baby
Okay.
Yoda sounds.
I'm sold.
And he has a frog and a cup of, I'm gonna say, spilling the tea.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so it's cute beans. And I bought a bunch of stuff for Taylor and Candy Mom, and so it was fun. So
Awesome.
that'll probably be coming out tomorrow.
Cool.
And then I'm just gonna keep putting videos out there. And we have Spillin' the Disney Tea every Friday. It's not always on my channel,
Right.
but we kind of rotate. We have the Sisterhood of the Tea, and
Gotcha.
so it's always a good time. You've been on. You
Yep.
are actually one of the honorary Tea Party members.
I was.
So yes.
That's right.
So it's
Speaking
always
of
fun.
which, though, speaking of that show's coming up to a landmark right now that you're going to be doing soon. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Yes. August 17th is our 1-year anniversary of Spilling the Disney Tea.
Wow.
So we're going to have a huge party. It's going to be like a 4-hour show.
Wow.
We're going to invite all the guests that have been on over the last year. So Prince Charming Dev, you, Gonzo, VP. We had Roxana, Lena, Rob Fuzz, Jim from More Sunshine Please. I mean, the list goes on. And how humbling is it that all these amazing people that we look up to have come on to just enjoy the chaos that is Spilling the Disney Tea. And so I love it.
You got a huge list. Huge list.
Amazing to me. So I love that it's something that Taylor and I get to do together. So I'm just super excited with
it's a lot of fun. It's no holds barred too. I mean, we talk about some of the most outlandish stuff on there.
We call it Disney After Dark.
That's right. Yes, Disney After Dark. What else? Anything else you got coming up that you could think of?
Well, I do Taco Tuesdays with Gonzo, and I'm hoping he makes me a regular on the karaoke show. So I'm pushing for that. I'm campaigning that he adds me. So, if you guys want to message him that on
Yes.
my behalf, inundate him until he feels pressured into it. I'm all for it. And then I'm usually on YouTubers Unite with you guys on Saturday.
Yes.
And that is stinking fun.
That's
that
another late night, no holds barred show.
it really
Talk
is.
about
And
whatever.
sometimes they're really serious. Sometimes they're super funny.
Yep.
It's always a good time. It's smart and funny and great, and I love that show. So, yeah. So,
What's up, OG? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. He just came in, I believe. Yeah. That's a good friend of mine I met, actually. What you were saying, meeting people in the parks, that was one of them that I met in the parks as well. So he's a good friend. But that's awesome, Kelly. Kelly, that is awesome, man. I'm so glad. I wish you the best of luck as always, and of course, I'd love to be joining you on your adventure soon. So
yes,
you guys are coming up with some good stuff that we could go film. Maybe go over to one of the resorts or something, have some fun over there, hang out. I love park hopping with you, and I love resort hopping with you and all that stuff. It'd be fun. I think it'll be fun. We need to do something like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would love it. And, just thank you, Al, for your friendship. And I'm so happy for you. I want to celebrate your success. You just crashed through 1,000 subs,
Yeah.
and I couldn't be happier.
It's surprising to me as well. It's surprising to all of us. And
it's not surprising to me. I'm not surprised. When I first met you and we met in the park, and I feel like we became instant friends. I already knew your channel, but I really started watching it. You are so impressive. Your editing is amazing. Your choice of filming is awesome. Your commentary is spot on. It's informative, and I love your humor.
I'm Newscaster Al. That's what I used to be.
I mean, you're just so good that really our family said, how does this guy not have more subs? He's going to be huge someday. And I totally believe that. You are going to be, I'm going to be like, I knew Al when.
Can you hang on a second?
Okay. Yes.
Give her an extra $1. All right.
I work at the dollars.
No. Besides the last $1. Oh, okay. Thanks.
And Taylor, my ex-husband, Taylor's dad, you are his favorite YouTuber. So he watches Spilling the Disney Tea, and he will literally have Taylor message me and say, "Could you have Al on more because he's awesome."
I remember you telling me that, and when she told me that, it was out of the blue. It was completely out of the blue. It was straight up where we met up in a park, and she's like, "My ex-husband loves you, by the way," and I'm like, "Okay, that's great." I don't.
He does. He's he's got a man crush on Al, so it's great. And Ken, my current husband, loves you too. So
I love Ken.
Yes.
I love hanging out with Ken.
He was just telling me before I was going to do the show. He goes, I met Al, and I love all the YouTube community. But Al and I, we got this thing.
Instantly,
like when you guys were at the Edison and, with your kids and Al gets me.
I love how he just knows how to talk about everything. Like he knows how to bring up issues and talk about them. And just, I just agree with everything he says, man. I really do. And I just can't help it because I love his way of thinking. He's just a great guy, man. Other than that, Kelly, we better jet.
And don't forget, I forgot Jeff's show. Taylor and I are on Disney Pins Live every Friday night after Spilling the Disney Tea.
Yes.
We talk about it's an hour show. We talk about 3 minutes about Disney Pins and then about 57 minutes of everything else. So Al, again, I can't praise you enough. We love you. All my husbands love you.
All my husbands love you.
And thank you, everyone in chat. You're amazing.
Yes, thank you for joining us, everyone. I really do appreciate you hanging out and getting to know the lovely Kelly again. Remember, subscribe to her. We're going to end this. I know we've been trying to end this over and over again, but that's just how
You
I
keep
am.
trying, and I'm
I
not
can never.
playing.
I know. I can never stop. I just got to keep on going. But if you want to, if you have some time on your hands, you want to check out some more stuff, head over to Dole Whip Dad's channel. I believe he is live right now. Check him out. Hang out with him too as well, and tell him I said I'm sorry.
Tell him Al sent you.
But also tell him we were talking about Kelly, so he'll understand. All right. Until next time, remember, life is what you make of it, so make it a good one. And remember, we will always see you real soon. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a great night. And subscribe to her. Yeah.